Hello, welcome back to some more early morning barking, talking about BPD and NPD by somebody that has both. Scrolling past me right now are some social things you can follow me on, and don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe buttons because it helps me out, you know. I just want you to. So, today I'm going to talk about rage because I'm full of it, and I'm full of rage too. And I don't always know how to get it out properly, and it consumes me and eats me up. And let me fill you in on something. There's a bit of a story behind it. On New Year's Eve, my car broke, right? It happened just as I was going out to spend the evening at my social bubble, and I was just stuck. There was nothing I could do that night. I just wanted to get where I was going. So I got a taxi and got where I was going. But I had this lump of a car stuck outside the front of my house. I didn't know what was wrong with it. It didn't move under its own power. And I couldn't do anything about that. I do have breakdown cover, however. And the kind of breakdown cover that will come out to my house and tell me what's wrong with my car and fix it. And if they can't fix it, they'll take it to a garage. So a man came out and he looked at it, and it took him maybe 15-20 seconds to figure out what was wrong. The drive shaft was broken. He showed me there was a big pole inside that was moving around, but the car obviously wasn't going forward, otherwise we'd have been run over looking at this pole running round. The problem came later that day when I needed the RAC to take me from the front of my house to the garage that was going to fix the car. I couldn't get them to do it when they came out initially because I didn't know what was wrong with the car until they turned up. I didn't know I could take it to a garage. I didn't know I could afford to have it fixed. I thought the gearbox was broken and that was going to cost something like $2,500, which was more than my car was worth. So I was having a bit of a nightmare. But after the problem was diagnosed, I got to call the garage. Can you fix the drive shaft? Yeah, of course I can. It's much cheaper than a gearbox. Bit of a laugh. Bring the car up as soon as you can. I'll get it fixed. Okay? Dead easy. I'll phone the RAC again, right? They came out within an hour in the morning, and the guy who saw me said, yeah, just call us for a tow whenever you're ready and we'll take you up to the garage. So I called. About 3:30 in the afternoon. At 11:30 that night, after many, many hours of waiting, the RAC called. No, that's not right. I called them, and they eventually confessed, yeah, we're probably just not coming out tonight. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? What kind of breakdown cover is that, really? When I've broken down, and I call, and they say, yeah, we'll come out, and I wait 7 hours, and then they go, yeah, we're just not coming. We're just not coming. Do you want to book it again for the morning? Like, well, no. No, I don't want to book it again for the morning. And then the rage started. Then the rage took hold and ran the show from there on in. I was on the phone to them, constantly. I think I spoke to about 14 people between midnight and 8 a.m. the next day. Because I couldn't stop calling. I couldn't calm down. I wasn't getting the response I wanted from anybody I spoke to, which was, sorry, we'll come and get you. I was just getting excuse after excuse. Sorry, we're very busy. We did our best, but we didn't quite manage it, you know? Sorry about that. What the hell am I supposed to do with that? Can I wrap myself up and keep myself warm in your sorrow? Is that what I can do? I can do nothing. I don't care that they're sorry. I don't care that they've been busy. I'm stuck with a broken down car and can't go anywhere. At that point, I hadn't seen anyone for a couple of days because I can't go taking taxis everywhere I go, and I'm not particularly comfortable being in a car with a stranger, and I know there are masks and stuff, but come on. I just don't want COVID and stuff. So the rage took over. I was calling them constantly. And while I was doing that, I was out walking the streets. I was walking for what felt like a solid 5 or 6 hours. Just in circles around the block here. I didn't make it far. But I was fuming. I was just run and fueled by rage and anger. The number of times I had to stop myself smashing the car up. It's not the car's fault. That's not going to help. That's not going to get me anywhere. But I wanted to hit something or break something or shout at somebody or all of these things. If I could break and hit the person I was shouting at, that would be ideal. But you can't do that, can you? Really, I mean, just go with the morality of it all. You know, the person I'm speaking to on the phone is not the person who's not come out, and that person isn't the person who's gonna come out, and there's so much detachment between me and the person whose fault this is, and shouting and raging gets you nowhere and gets you nothing. But I was so fucking angry. I was on fire with it. I couldn't sit down. I couldn't stop. I had to just keep moving and be angry and furious and make phone call after phone call and get more wound up with each one. With every person that didn't tell me what I needed to know, I was even more angry. None of it made the car get picked up any quicker. None of it helped me whatsoever. What I should have done for my own sanity is book that morning call out like they'd said and then just cancel my membership, right? I mean, if you're going to be in the RAC and wait for them to not come out, that's as good as no breakdown cover, right? I mean, nobody came to help me. So the fact that I'm giving them £20 a month to not come and help me seems a bit odd. There's lots of people in the world I'm not paying money to not come and help me. Why should they get some money for the same thing? But I just wanted to rage. I just wanted to be angry overnight and shout and feel like there was something I could do about it. And I didn't know how to stop doing that. I was here on my own. There was no one to influence me at all. Nobody to tell me to calm down or anything like that. Not that that's somebody else's responsibility. I should be able to grab hold of this myself and take control of it, right? That's the whole point of trying to get better and improve myself and deal with these personality disorders. Where does this rage come from? Why can't I get it out? Why can't I release it in a healthy way? And there's so much going on beneath the surface. There's so many levels of problems bubbling away. And I wasn't sure whether to include this video as a BPD thing or an NPD thing. There's rage from both sides, and I get all of it. You know? I want to project onto somebody. That's what the phone calls are, right? That's the urge to shout and yell. I want to project my anger onto somebody. I want to make them feel as bad as I feel. I want them to feel sympathy and empathy with me and eventually just capitulate and do what I want them to do. And I don't know if that's BPD rage. Is that someone hurting me, or is that me wanting to exert my influence over somebody and getting frustrated when I find out I can't? Am I raging at all because of BPD? Is this something that's not gone my way? That the whole world has collapsed in on me and now I'm just on fire because I don't know how else to deal with it? Is it just the frustration of being helpless? Is it all of these things and more? I think we could dig through it and find thing after thing after thing that was keeping me going, that was keeping me lit up. And the truth is, the only thing I needed to do, the only right thing to have done, was to step away from it and look at it realistically. What can anyone do between midnight and 8 a.m. to get a car towed anywhere? And what's the point? The garage isn't open. They aren't fixing it. I'm not going to be on my way at 4 a.m. They're not getting there until the garage opens in the morning when they go to work like normal people because they haven't been up all night yelling at the RAC. I just wanted to do something because I'd been hurt because, well, all the reasons I've just said. It wasn't enough that there was just shitty service going on, that there was just someone I'd been paying that wasn't doing what they were being paid for. And I'm very sure that I wasn't the only one the RAC left stranded by the side of the road that night. I can't imagine what it would have been like had I had kids in the car, or Paisley with me, or something like that. How long would they have left me for before they just told me they weren't coming? There's all sorts of panic and worry around that, and I imagine these scenarios and I get upset about them, and the rage from that piles on the real rage. I can make up my own rage about something that hasn't happened while it's going on. It's such a bizarre thing. And I still don't know what to do with it. I don't know where it all comes from. And I clearly haven't figured out how to sidestep it yet and avoid all the rage altogether. See, it's alright to be angry sometimes. It's okay. It's a normal emotion, and sometimes things happen that genuinely pisses off. Like the RAC taking 7 hours to tell you that they aren't coming. No normal human being would hear that and go, oh well, that's a shame. We'd all be fucking furious at that. We'd all lose our shit at that happening. And in fact, it's come up again, as I've had an email in response to my complaint in which they basically said, shut up. Besides, you've left now. I don't have to care about you. So nothing's going to happen. Nothing's going to come of it. No one will get in trouble. Do I really want somebody to get in trouble anyway? I don't know. But that rage scares the shit out of me, you know? Because I can't let it go yet. I can't not do it. I can't just flip the switch back. And there's got to be a way to do that. There's got to be something. Because I know I'm doing it, right? I know I'm doing it. But I can't stop. It's like there's all sorts of nervous energy, like anger energy and fury that just have to come out. And if I don't find them coming out, then I'm not satisfied. I'm not happy at all with what's happened. There has to be a rage. And I'm beginning to think it's because I'm used to it now. It's because I'm used to when something goes wrong, when something doesn't go my way, I rage. And if I rage long enough, it will make the thing stop, one way or another. But I don't stop to think about what that's doing to me, what I'm really achieving, or even how it affects the people close to me. I don't suffer alone. I don't suffer quietly. I'm sure none of us do, right? You've got to make sure other people know you're suffering. You've got to put it on Facebook. You've got to tweet it. You've got to WhatsApp everybody you know. Let's take an Instagram picture of our rage, right? Because otherwise, what's the point? And that makes me feel like it's actually all about just playing out. It's about getting that audience. It's about, I don't know. There's almost an urge to have somebody parent you. Somebody go, oh, it'll be fine. I'll sort it. You just go to bed. Feels like there's a lack of being a controlled adult in there somewhere. And all this just adds to the rage. All this just makes it much more difficult when you get angry about stuff, right? I wish I had an answer. I wish I was coming here with a sort of recommendation on how to deal with rage. But then, so many of these videos end like this, don't they? How do we do it? How do we get that rage out without making phone calls for 8 hours overnight, without smashing shit up, without stalking the neighborhood all night. There's got to be a way. There's got to be something that people do that let them let go of things and just calmly deal with them. I do it in other settings. I do it in game after game after game. But I can't do it in real life yet, clearly. Not when there's something that bad. I hate it because it makes me feel like I'm not as fixed as I thought I was. Or maybe it reminds me that I'm not as fixed as I think I am. And that there's still a long way to go, because this is a very, very long journey to take. I keep thinking like maybe exercise is the deal. Maybe I need something I can hit. Maybe I should have run around the streets for a few hours and tired myself out. But part of me thinks that doesn't work either. I don't know till I've tried it, do I? I need to get raged about something again. These are the times where I just want to come on YouTube and scream, why can't I be normal? Why can't I just deal with things the way everybody deals with things? Why can't this just be gone? And it's down to me to make it go. It's down to me to grab hold of it when I get that rage. It's just really slippy, and I don't know how to do it yet. And I don't know where it comes from. It's either borderline or narcissistic. It's one of the two or both. But I don't like it, and I don't want it anymore. I don't want it in me. Anyway, I hope you have much better success dealing with rage. Put something in the comments, please. I'd like to do a video about dealing with rage. Not just about a time I raged. I mean, look, the whole point of doing this is so you can see that I still have these moments, that you aren't alone, and for me to tell you that I'm not alone. Because I know we all feel like that, and I know it can be hard, and it can really push you down into a bit of a spiral. But we're not alone in this. We just need to figure some shit out, I think, and maybe collectively we can do that. Anyway, take care. Don't rage too much. I'll see you later. Bye.